So this black hand would grab me from under the bed whenever I was little. It's happened to many other people in my family, as well as other people I know. From all over the world, like from Texas, I know someone, to Iceland, I know someone. Like people that one dude I met, another girl I went to school with, she moved there, and then three of my cousins this has happened to, my uncle. So, like, whenever I say, like, I'm not joking, like, this is facts, like, and I'm just trying to bring light to the real world, and, yeah, so, this black ant would grab me whenever I was little, and it was uncomfortably comfortable. I would play with it at night, like, not even joking with you. So, I'd reach my hand over, or I would, like, fall asleep, and I'd wake up to it, and every time I touched my parents, it'd let go. Touch my parents, it'd let go. So, many people in my family have slept with their parents until like an older age because everybody's heard that younger kids are more susceptible to paranormal activity because I'm not going to get into all that. So one morning, particularly every morning, I was scared to be in bed alone. So when my parents woke up, I was with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be here alone. I'm scared. This black hand used to always grab me. So this morning, my mom gets out of bed, and she got a good distance in front of me, and that freaked me out, because if this thing grabbed me, I couldn't touch her for it to release itself. So I jump out of bed, and this thing grabs both my ankles and pulls me back. I face plant on the ground. I start crying, "Mom, come help, help, help." So my mom comes back up the stairs, and by this time, I'm like waist deep under the bed. She grabs my hand, and this thing lets go. So, I talked to this girl from Iceland. She cried when I told her. I talked to my older cousin who's like 30 years old. I told him, he got goosebumps. He literally said, I'm not the only one. Like, I've lived my whole life in fear. I talked to another one of my younger cousins. He's a freshman, so he just graduated. Or not graduated. He just, what would it be? Exceeded freshman year. I don't know. He's a freaking sophomore now, so he's 16. My other cousin, she is my age, so she's 19. Yeah, so this happened to all of us, and I've talked to all of them in the past 3-4 months when my third eye opened, because I did not talk about this stuff until then, because I really numbed the pain and tried to run from real life, man. Like I said, like, stuff's scary. And another time, when I stopped sleeping with my parents and this thing stopped bothering me for a good while. Anybody else feel like that something's always watching them at night, like they can't sleep? And if you've ever had sleep paralysis, you really have a good grasp on this stuff, because there's a reason for sleep paralysis, and sleep paralysis is much more than sleep paralysis. Pretty much, I would always build forts. Little kids, why do they build forts, do you think? Why do you think they sleep in forts a lot? Why do you think they build forts? Because they're trying to hide. Why are little kids trying to hide? All the time. They're always trying to hide. Because they're scared, man. That's why. Because they're more susceptible to the paranormal world. So, I built my fort. I'm sitting there up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's been a regular thing for me my whole life. I've always been scared to sleep, you know what I mean? Like, look in my eyes, you know what I mean? Like, they're not dilated, they're not red, nothing. Like, I'm straight, 100% sober, wholeheartedly happy and loving. So, living a great life now. And the trials and tribulations that I've been through have been very tough. But they've also been very easy, because I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and I'm very happy. So, I'm sitting in my fort watching TV. Next thing you know, I hear, look over in the the doorway. And this little green dude, probably about 3 foot tall, he had like broad shoulders, broad hips. So he looked like sort of like a squarish little green dude. And he had this weird looking hat on. And my uncle always told me, like, there's a leprechaun in your house. Whenever I was little, I thought it was a joke. Like, there's not a leprechaun in my house. You're funny, dude. And that's what he called it. That's not exactly what it is, but yeah. So I run over to see what this thing is, and it's gone. I'm spazzed out, freaking out. I asked my mom the next day. She's like, no, nothing happened. Well, 3 months ago when I started talking about this stuff, 4 months ago-ish, something like that, I asked my uncle. I was like, you said there was a leprechaun in the old house. He had this, he's like a shitty smile on his face. And, yeah, he's seen it, and then he said someone else, one of his sisters, not going to speak on it because she spazzed out whenever I asked her. She, like, literally spazzed out. Like, she was scared, like, bad. Apparently, was sitting on the edge of her bed when she woke up one time. So, and, yeah, I'm just going to stop talking about all this because I'm getting a weird feeling. And it's actually very hard for me to talk about because people are going to think I'm nuts, I'm crazy. And I don't, personally, like, I just don't care anymore. But it really bothered me because I feel so isolated. I feel like very few people understand. And it's such an awkward thing to talk about, man. But it's real, and I have to speak on it because that's my purpose. We come to this life. We come to this earth. In every religion, there's a life after this life. So we are souls in a body. So this life is fake. So when we die, we go somewhere. You know what I mean? So, see ya.